Before we dive into this AI tool comparison that will provide clear insights, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we upload new tool comparison podcasts every day.
All right, so you're diving deep into the world of AI video generators.
Lots to explore there.
Specifically DID and Camtasia.
Two popular options.
And you sent over this really interesting comparison article.
Head to head.
Yeah, and we're going to break it all down.
Make some sense of it all.
So you can choose the right tool for your needs.
Absolutely.
We'll be your guides in this AI video landscape.
Sounds like an adventure.
It is, it really is. And it's a fascinating landscape.
Yeah, you've got two very distinct approaches here with DID and Camtasia.
So true.
So DID, it's all about using AI to make videos. And you can create them from text or images or even just your voice.
Wow.
And this makes it really perfect for marketers.
I can see that, yeah.
Or anyone who wants to create content fast.
Just get it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then we have Camtasia.
The classic.
Kind of, yeah, the more traditional powerhouse.
Tried and true.
For sure, yeah, when it comes to screen recording and video editing.
Especially for those polished, professional videos.
Exactly, like if you're making tutorials.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, or anything where you need that really professional, like refined look.
Camtasia is known for that.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
They've got those really robust editing features.
It's almost like comparing, a high-tech 3D printer with like a craftsman's workshop.
That is a great analogy.
Both create awesome results, but the process is so different.
Yeah, the level of control you have is completely different too.
Totally.
Okay, well, let's jump into this head-to-head comparison then.
Let's do it.
And I think the first thing that jumps out at me is the pricing models.
They couldn't be more different.
Yeah, seriously.
With DID, you're looking at a subscription.
Right.
So you pay every month.
Okay.
Or you can pay for a whole year up front. But either way, it's a recurring cost.
Right.
And they do have a free trial, so you can test it out.
Oh, that's good.
But then after that, you're looking at like $4.77 a month for their Elite plan.
Okay.
But that's only if you pay for the whole year up
Yeah.
front. And then, if you want everything, all the cool features,
All the bells and whistles.
you gotta go with their advanced plan.
Okay.
And that one's a bit pricier.
How much is it?
$108 a month.
All right, so there's definitely a range there depending on what you need.
For sure.
Yeah, now Camtasia, that's a completely different model.
Totally different.
It's like buying software in the good old days.
You buy it once and it's yours.
One and done.
Exactly. You pay $299.99 and you're good to go.
Nice.
No monthly fees.
Unless you want the updates, right?
Yeah, they do have like an optional annual maintenance fee.
Okay.
But that's if you want, all the latest updates and support.
Makes sense.
But you don't have to get it.
So right there, that's a huge decision point.
Absolutely.
Ongoing subscription versus one-time payment.
It really depends on your budget and how much you plan on using the software.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, and it's not just the monthly cost with DID.
Right.
The features you get, they depend on which tier you choose.
Exactly. You're paying for what you need.
All right, well, the article talks about some key features
Head to head.
where these two tools are kind of going head-to-head.
It's a battle.
And I think the one that stood out to me immediately was the video length limits,
This is a big one.
especially with DID.
Especially with DID.
So you get to create those 5-minute videos with the free trial.
Yeah, which is cool to get your feet wet.
Try it out. Yeah.
But once you're paying, those limits change.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they vary a lot based on the plan.
So what are the limits?
So like their most expensive plan, the advanced one, that lets you make videos up to 175 minutes long.
Wow, that's pretty generous.
It is, yeah.
But what about Camtasia?
Well, the article doesn't mention any limits for Camtasia.
So I guess that means you can make videos as long as you want.
I think so.
That's something to think about if you want to create some super long videos.
Absolutely, like feature-length films or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so moving on to AI capabilities.
I feel like this is where DID really shines.
Oh,
It's like having this whole team of video editors working for you.
it's magical.
Yeah, you just tell it what to do.
You can do text to video, like, no problem.
I can't even imagine how that works.
It's amazing, really.
And you can create a virtual spokesperson.
In like 119 different languages.
That's insane.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's super impressive.
Now, Camtasia, it does have some AI features.
Oh, really?
Like, for example, it has auto-captioning,
Okay.
but overall, it's not as AI-focused as DID.
Yeah, it sounds like DID is going all in on the AI stuff.
They really are.
And it's interesting because Camtasia's strength is in its editing tools.
It's like having a professional editing suite on your computer.
Yeah, you can control every single detail.
It's for people who want to fine-tune everything and get that perfect look.
Really make it their own.
Exactly.
Now, to help people get started quickly, both of these tools offer templates.
Always helpful.
The article doesn't really go into detail about how many templates Camtasia offers, though.
That would be good to know.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they have.
Especially if you're all about efficiency.
And saving time.
Templates are definitely a time saver.
Okay, so now let's talk about the pros and cons of each tool.
Let's dive in.
And I think we should start with DID.
Okay.
One of the big pros, according to the article, is its ease of use.
It's so user-friendly.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
They're trying to make video creation easy for everyone.
Exactly.
Not just for the pros.
Yeah, that's great.
But on the other hand, those video length limits we talked about.
Ugh, yeah, those could be a deal breaker.
For sure, if you're working on a longer project.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you might run into limitations if you want to use the more advanced features.
Oh, so they hold back some of the features.
Yeah, some of them are only available in the more expensive tiers.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
I guess it's how they get you to upgrade.
It's a business model.
It is.
But one thing that's undeniably impressive is their multilingual support.
It's incredible.
Like, seriously impressive.
It really opens up a whole world of possibilities.
It does, yeah. So tell me more about that. Like, what are the implications of that?
Imagine you're a marketer, right?
Okay.
And you're creating a campaign for multiple countries.
Mm-hmm.
With DID, you could create just one base video.
Okay.
And then translate it into tons of different languages.
So you don't have to make a new video for every language.
Exactly. You save so much time and money.
That's amazing.
And it makes sure that your message is actually reaching your target audience in a way that resonates with them.
It's like authentically connecting with them.
Exactly.
That's a really powerful feature.
It is.
Okay, now what about Camtasia?
Well, the article talks about how intuitive it is.
Okay.
And how powerful its editing capabilities are.
Like really powerful.
Yeah. And it's definitely a favorite for people who want total control over their videos.
They want to be in the driver's seat.
Exactly.
But the potential downside is the price, right?
Yeah, $300 is a lot of money for some people.
Especially if you're just starting out.
Or if you're on a tight budget.
Yeah, and while it does have some AI features,
Right. It has a few.
it's not as AI-focused as DID.
Definitely not.
So it seems like the decision comes down to what you need.
It really does.
Like if you need to make a lot of videos quickly,
And you want to reach a global audience?
then DID might be a better choice.
Yeah.
But if you really need precise editing,
And a more hands-on approach.
then Camtasia might be better.
It's like choosing the right tool for the job.
Exactly. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back,
What are we doing?
we'll explore some specific use cases.
I'm excited to see where they shine.
Me too.
Okay, so let's imagine for a second you're a marketer and you need to create engaging content. Like yesterday.
I feel like that's the life of a marketer these days.
Always on the go.
Yeah, always needing something fresh and new.
And that's where DID can really help.
Okay, how so?
Well, it's just so fast.
Okay, so it helps them keep up with the pace.
Exactly. It's like having this magic video creation wand.
Oh, I like that.
You type in your script, you add some images, and poof, DID makes a video for you.
It sounds almost too easy.
It's pretty amazing.
And it does music and visuals too.
It does it all.
Wow, so it really is a time saver for marketers.
It's a huge time saver.
And it's not just for like one specific type of content.
Right. You can make all sorts of things with it.
So like what? Give me some examples.
Well, you could use it for social media.
Okay, short and sweet.
Exactly. Or you could make longer explainer videos for your website.
That's pretty cool.
It's very versatile.
And of course, we can't forget about the virtual spokesperson thing.
Yes, the digital representative.
I'm really curious about this. Like, what are the possibilities there?
Well, imagine having someone who can deliver your brand's message 24/7.
I mean, that's the dream, right?
And in any language.
So you're reaching a global audience without any extra effort?
It's really powerful.
It's like having a whole team of international spokespeople, but just one AI doing it all.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I can see why marketers are excited about this.
Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about Camtasia.
All right, let's do it.
So Camtasia, it seems to be a favorite among educators,
Makes sense.
especially those creating online courses.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's like having a toolbox full of video creation tools,
Yeah.
but specifically for e-learning.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
You can make tutorials, demos, whole online courses.
That's got everything you need.
And one thing that really stands out to me is the focus on interactive elements.
Oh, yeah, the article mentioned that.
It's not just about passive watching anymore.
People want to be involved.
They do. They want to engage.
And I guess that's how you learn best, right?
Exactly. So you can add quizzes right into the videos.
Okay, so they're testing their knowledge as they go.
Yeah, and you can add links to extra resources.
Oh, that's smart.
And even create different paths for viewers to choose from.
So it's like they're choosing their own adventure through the material.
It's very cool. It's almost like turning a video into a game.
I bet that helps people stay focused and really learn the material.
It does. It makes e-learning much more engaging.
And of course, visuals are important too, right?
Absolutely. Especially for visual learners.
Yeah, some people just learn better that way.
And Camtasia lets you add all sorts of visual aids and animations.
So you can really bring the content to life.
Exactly. Make it fun and memorable.
Okay, so we've talked about e-learning, but Camtasia can also be used for internal communications within companies, right?
Absolutely. Like if you need to train your team on something.
Or announce some important news or update.
Yeah, it's perfect for that kind of stuff.
I can see it being used for a lot of different things in a company.
It's very versatile.
So the article wraps up by sharing the author's personal experiences with both tools.
Ah, yes, their hands-on experience.
And I found this part really interesting.
I did too.
They were impressed by how fast they could make engaging content with DID.
It's definitely built for speed.
But they did mention that it was lacking in the interactive elements department.
Which makes sense, given DID's focus on AI-powered generation.
Yeah, it's all about automation and getting things done quickly.
It's like a video creation sprint.
And they do have some basic editing features.
Right, but they're not the main focus.
It's clear that their strength is in the quick turnaround time.
Get that content out there.
Now with Camtasia, the author loved how intuitive it was.
Easy to use.
Yeah, and they said it's become their go-to tool for screen recording and editing.
It's their trusty sidekick.
But of course, there's the price tag.
Yeah, $299.99 is a bit of an investment.
Especially compared to DID's subscription model.
It's a different approach.
It is, but you're getting a lot of power and flexibility with Camtasia.
It's like a professional-grade tool.
And the author acknowledges that you're paying for quality.
You are. You're paying for a robust set of features and capabilities.
So in the end, the article leans towards Camtasia.
For its versatility and ease of use.
But they also make it clear that the best choice really depends on you.
Your individual needs and priorities.
It's not one size fits all.
Not at all. It's like choosing a paintbrush.
Okay, I like this analogy.
You wouldn't use the same brush for a tiny detail and a huge landscape.
You need the right tool for the job.
Exactly. And that's what it comes down to with these video tools.
So before we move on, I want to ask our listeners a question.
A good one, I hope.
I think so. What are your main goals for using a video creation tool?
What are you trying to achieve?
What features are must-haves for you?
And what kind of videos are you picturing yourself creating?
Once you have those answers,
the decision becomes much clearer.
It's all about finding the tool that helps you tell your story in the most effective way.
The tool that empowers you to create something amazing.
All right, so we've talked a lot about DID and Camtasia.
Two great options.
But before we wrap things up,
we can't forget about the other options out there.
We're talking about the alternatives, right?
Exactly. There's a whole world of video creation tools.
I feel like we just scratched the surface.
We did. There are so many possibilities.
And it's important to remember that there might be a hidden gem out there.
A perfect fit for your specific needs.
That we haven't even mentioned.
Right, and it might not be as well known as DID or Camtasia.
So as you're doing your research, don't just focus on the big names.
Explore a little, see what else is out there.
You might be surprised at what you find.
And the great thing is, a lot of these tools offer free trials.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, or sometimes they have free versions with limited features.
So you can try before you buy.
Exactly. You can get a feel for the software without committing.
That's so important, especially with something like video editing software.
It can be a big investment.
It can be, yeah, so definitely take advantage of those free trials.
And don't just rely on what you read online.
Right. Get hands-on experience.
Try it out for yourself.
See how it feels to actually use the software.
Sometimes the best way to learn is just by
playing around, experimenting.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
That's how you learn.
It's all part of the process.
And you never know. You might discover a feature you didn't even know you needed.
Or a new way of working that you love.
It's all about finding what works for you.
And there's no right or wrong answer.
It's your creative journey.
So whether you end up choosing DID, Camtasia, or something else entirely,
We hope this deep dive has helped you
Giving you some things to think about.
and maybe sparked some ideas.
We had fun exploring these tools with you.
And we're excited to see what you create.
So go out there and make some awesome videos.
Happy creating.